I feel so strange in this. If you're an artist, please let me know in the comments if you also feel this. But I want to talk about this because I have basically seen no one else really talk about this. And how I arrived at these thoughts is, you know, there have been a few occasions where I have streamed on Twitch, and I enjoy that experience a lot, don't get me wrong. Thank you to everyone who ever showed up. And this whole idea is wrapping itself around the fact that I feel demotivated when I'm drawing alone, but I don't want to talk to people while I'm drawing, which sounds pretty kind of, I guess, selfish, because the whole point of being around people is to communicate with them. I mean, my dream world would be working in a studio just to be around people with the same energy to help keep me motivated. While they're working on their things, they tell me their ideas, I share my ideas, and we kind of feed off that energy. But how this ties into the streaming thoughts I have is, you know, I like, you know, since I'm working remotely by myself, what I like is joining live streams of other streamers to feel motivated. And that works pretty well, you know. There's one or two in particular I like to join frequently, but I don't want to provide that exactly, because for me to stream and to draw is so taxing. And that's kind of what I want to talk about in this overarching idea is it's so taxing for me to talk to people while drawing, because for me, drawing is a very intense experience. Like, it is so immensely intense in terms of focus, in terms of, well, just the feeling of it. For most artists, I really see them saying, you know, it's just not hard for me to keep creating. It's what I love to do. It's kind of a relaxing experience for me. And I think that's where a lot of people are able to come to Twitch or TikTok or YouTube and stream their art, but I just cannot relate. Like, for me, art doesn't feel relaxing. It feels like a hot, burning fire. For me, art feels like, because so much of my soul is in it, and so much concentration has to be pulled to the surface, it's like I have to cut a hole in my chest, and it feels like my heart is out there. It feels like I'm vulnerable. And I notice this even in my body. I'm tense a bit, you know, and I get agitated if I'm stopped abruptly when I'm really, really in the flow. Because not only is it taking immense amount of focus and concentration to pull off the work that I'm doing in long hours, it takes so much endurance, but it also feels like my heart is so close to the surface in order to make this machine work. Because believe it or not, like, people always chalk up artists to these really feely kinds of people, but they're also intensely mechanical about it. Like, especially really talented artists, like, there's a reason why artists and machines do similar artwork, because it's very, you know, technical in the end of it. It's very calculated by the end of it. And to do that, I have to pull my heart out, and it's not relaxing for me. I mean, it's rewarding. I get in the flow, you know, and I love it, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if other people feel this way. Because by the end of, you know, sitting there with breaks, don't get me wrong, with breaks, just after hours of drawing, I can't go, like, talk to people or watch a show, even that I enjoy, because I have to decompress. It feels like I need to calm this machine down. You know, my breathing has to change. My muscles have to relax. I need to stop my thoughts from racing. And I just need to let the tissues of my skin and the fibers of my muscles melt back into my bone. And I know this was a bit long, but if you relate to this as an artist, please let me know. And I'm not trying to dismiss people who are calm about it, you know, almost like hippie-like synergy with their art, because I feel that reward too, but I wish I was more tame, you know. I wish my fire wasn't so hot. And, you know, but I feel like that's just the nature of my method, to get my creativity out there, to be able to put so much soul into it. So if you relate, yeah, share, because I feel a bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs sometimes, alone in this feeling.